Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 18, Text number 4. Tvam na sapatne rabhavaya kimbruto yo mayaya hanti asuran parokshajit tvam yoga maya balam alpa paurusham samstapya muda pramrje suhrut shuchaha. Translation and purport by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. You rascal, you have been nourished by our enemies to kill us, and you have killed some demons by remaining invisible. O fool, your power is only mystic. So today I shall enliven my kinsmen by killing you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The demon used the word abhavaya, which means for killing. Sridhar Swami comments that killing means liberating, or in other words, killing the process of continued birth and death. The Lord kills the process of birth and death and keeps himself invisible. The activities of the Lord's internal potency are inconceivable, but by a slight exhibition of this potency, the Lord, by his grace, can deliver one from the nescience. Suchaha means miseries. The miseries of material existence can be extinguished by the Lord by his potential energy of internal Yogamaya. In the Upanishad, Svetasvaratara Upanishad, it is stated, Parasha Shaktir Vividaiva Shruyate. The Lord is invisible to the eyes of the common man, but his energies act in various ways. When demons are in adversity, they think that God is hiding himself and is working by his mystic potency. They think that if they can find God, they can kill him just by seeing him. Hiranyaksha thought that way, and he challenged the Lord. You have done tremendous harm to our community, taking the part of the demigods, and you have killed our kinsmen in so many ways, always keeping yourself hidden. Now I see you face to face. I am not going to let you go. I shall kill you and save my kinsmen from your mystic misdeeds. Not only are demons always anxious to kill God with words and philosophy, but they think if one is materially powerful, he can kill God with materially fatal weapons. Demons like Kamsa, Ravana and Hiranyakashipu thought themselves powerful enough to kill even God. Demons cannot understand that God, by his multifarious potencies, can work so wonderfully that he can be present everywhere and still remain in his eternal abode, Goloka Vrindavana. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport. So Hiranyaksha is scolding the Lord. Apparently we may feel that he is blaspheming the Lord, but Acharyas explain he is actually glorifying the Lord. There is a direct meaning and there is an indirect meaning. So here he is saying, Tvamna sapatnair abhavaya kimbruto. Sapatnaihi means enemies. For one wife, if there is a second wife, she is an enemy. In that considered like sapatni. And here they are all children of Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni had Aditi, Diti, many wives. So from wives, some demigods came. From other wives, Danu, demons came. Diti, demons came. So they used to treat each other as enemies. Because sapatnai, they are all co-wife children. So that's why it is addressed here as enemies. Tvamna sapatnair abhavaya kimbruto. So you have been maintained by whom? By our enemies. For what purpose? To kill us. Abhavaya. Yo mayaya hanti asuran parokshajit. You are parokshajit, you remain invisible. Yo mayaya hanti asuran. By remaining invisible, you kill us, demons. Tvam yoga maya balam alpa paurusham. And you are infested with yoga maya, a potency. But what is the capacity of this potency? Alpa paurusham, it's very meager. Samstapya muda pramruje suhrut suchaha. Samstapya, I will establish today, O muda, O foolish person, by killing you, pramruje suhrut suchaha, I will wipe out the tears of our relatives, because you have killed all of our relatives, enemies, in the sense, by your yoga maya potency. Today, I will make them happy, I will make them enlivened. So the translation says, O rascal, you have been nourished. Kim britaha. See, demigods, he is thinking that demigods are maintaining Lord Vishnu. they also consider humans maintain demigods, because by sacrifices, the demigods get the power by which they relish, they enjoy. So they think that by disturbing the human society, the demigods will lose their power. So he is thinking Vishnu is maintained by demigods. So that's why he is saying, Kim Brutaha, one who is the maintainer. By our enemies, Tvam Sapatnaihi, to kill us, Na Abhavaya. And you have killed some demons. Hanti Asuran Mayaya. By internal potency, you have killed some of the demons. How? By remaining invisible. Parokshajit. O fool, Muda, your power is only mystic power. Tvam Yogamaya Balam Alpa Paurusham. So today I will enliven Pramruje, my kinsman Suhrut Suchaha, by killing you, Samstapya. So this is the direct meaning what we get, as if he is scolding the Lord. But Acharyas explain an alternative meaning to this, which is actually glorifying the Lord. So it says, have the Devas taken shelter of you because you are the maintainer? Have the Devas taken shelter of you? Who kill Asuras by your mercy? Because you are merciful towards the Devas, because they have taken shelter, you kill the Asuras. In order to avoid liberation, because whoever is being killed by the Lord, they becomes liberated. By killing the demons, you have given them a spiritual destination. Because somebody dies in the hands of the Lord, he will go at least to impersonal Brahman. That is assured. Further to Vaikuntha planets, very rare, but he is liberated from this material bodily concept of life. From these demoniac perspectives, he becomes liberated. You remain victorious though you are invisible. That Paroksha Jit means one who is, Jit means one who is conquered. Paroksha means one who is always conquering by remaining invisible. So direct meaning is one perspective, indirect meaning is another perspective. One is blaspheming the Lord, the other is glorifying the Lord. So a similar context we come across in Bhagavatam in various cases where directly they are scolding, but indirectly they are glorifying the Lord. This was one context where Indra became disturbed by Krishna's instruction to Vrajavasis. Vrajavasis used to perform every year Indra Yajna. So Krishna was inquiring from Nanda Maharaj, why are you doing this Indra Yajna? He is just a personality who is supposed to perform his duty of providing rain. Why you have to separately satisfy him? So he directed that Indra Yajna towards worship of Govardhan Puja. So when this message was communicated to Indra that your worship has been stopped and Govardhan Puja has been activated, Indra became very angry. And he started scolding Krishna for all these actions. A small boy, what does he know about me? I am so capable, I am all powerful. So his words indirectly say and directly say something. This is from 10.25, 3 verses 5 to 7. Vachalam balisham stabdam ajnam pandita maninam Krishnam martyam upashritya gopame chakrur apriyam. So vachalam means one who is talkative. Some people will be there. They are like a chatterbox. Just activate, they will keep talking something which you cannot understand. Something they will keep talking. That is vachalam, one who is good at speaking. And most of these people you say on today's on TV in debates. Simply they will be talking which has no sense to the subject. That's why they are considered as vachalam. Then balisham, he is childish. Sometimes an elderly person also will act like a childish person. So he is scolding Krishna, you are a childish person, you are a talkative person. And you are stabdam, you are an arrogant person. You don't listen to superiors. You are supposed to listen to your father. But you are directing your father. You are stabdam, you are an arrogant person. You are ajnam, you are ignorant person. You don't know about Shastra, you don't know about Vedic rituals. You are pandita maninam, you think you are learned personality. Krishnam, who are you? Who is this person with all these qualities? He is Krishna. And he is Martyaha, he is just a mere human being. Upashritya, by taking shelter of him, Gopa, all the Gopas headed by Nanda Maharaj, Me Chakrur Apriyam, they have become against me. They have displeased me. So it says, Krishna, who is an ordinary human being, Krishnam Martyam, is talkative, childish and impudent, Vachalam, Balisham, Stabdam, and ignorant, although he thinks himself very learned. Ajnam Pandita Maninam. The cowherd men in Vrindavana have offended me by accepting him. Gopa Upashritya. This has not been greatly appreciated by me. Me Chakrur Apriyam. So this is the literal meaning what we get. But Sridhar Swami explains the same context with positive meaning. This is negative perspective. He says, why Krishna is talkative, he is over talkative. He speaks many audacious arguments in the line of Karma Mimamsa and Sankhya philosophy. Even though he does not accept these arguments, he is foolish, balisham. He is disrespectful, sabdam, because he speaks boldly even in the presence of his father. Because he is ignorant, all he can do is herd cows. But he thinks himself a learned man, Pandita Maninam. Although I am demigod, they neglect me to honor him, a mere human being, Martyam, and thus they have offended me. This was actually the literal meaning. So, the same verse was explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita by Swarup Dhamodar. He says, Aishwarya Made Matta Indra Eno Matoyala. When Indra became pride because of opulences, Aishwarya Matte, Indra Matoyala, he started speaking in this way. Buddhinasha Hoila Kevala Nahika Sambala. So, bereft of his intelligence, he could not remain himself from speaking nonsensically about Krishna. Indra bole, Muni Krishnera Kariyache Nindana, Taraye Muke Saraswati Karena Stavana. The Indra thought, I have properly chastised Krishna and defamed him. Muni Krishnera Kariyache Nindana. He was thinking, I have chastised Krishna by scolding him. Taraye Muke Saraswati Karena Stavana. But Saraswati, by his mouth, was actually glorifying Lord Krishna. Vachala kahiye Veda Pravartaka Dhanya. Balisha Tatapi Shishupraya Garva Shunya. Vachala is referred to a person who can speak according to Vedic authority. So therefore, Balisha means one who is innocent. So Krishna spoke Vedic knowledge, yet he always presents himself as a small 5-year-old boy. So Krishna is Vachala, one who is expert at speaking, and he is Balisha, he is an innocent boy only. Vandya Bhave Anambra Stabda Shabde Kaya Yaha Hoite Anya Vigna Nahi Se Ajna Hoya. So Namra means one who offers obeisances. Anamra means there is nobody who he can offer obeisances to. He is the master. Everybody offers obeisances to him. So he is the greatest personality. That's why he is Anamra. So when there is no one else to receive obeisances, one is called as Anamra, or one who offers obeisances to none. This is the meaning of the word Stabdaha. And because no one is found to be more learned than Krishna, he is considered as Ajna, one who knows everything, one who is omniscient. Panditere Manya Patra Haya Pandita Mani Tatapi Bhakta Vasalye Manushya Abhimani. All the Panditas worship him respectfully. That's why Pandita Mani, all the Panditas have accepted him as the greatest personality. That's why Pandita Maninaha. And because he was very much affectionate towards his devotees, he comes in a human form to associate with them. That's why he is known as Martya Manushya. He comes to be one among us because he is very dear to us. Because devotees are very dear, he likes to be one among them, to play with them. That's why he is Manushya Maninaha. Similarly, Jarasandha kahe Krishna Purushadama. Tora sange na vijhimu yahi bandhuhan. So Jarasandha, when he wanted to fight with Krishna, three people went to fight with Jarasandha. Krishna went, Bhima went, and Arjuna went. They requested, we wanted a fight with you. But Jarasandha started scolding Krishna, you are destroyer of your own relatives, because Kamsa was his maternal uncle, which is equivalent to like father's position is maternal uncle's position. You have killed your own father like maternal uncle. So you are not a worthy, respectful personality. You are Purushadama. So that's why he was calling, you are a Purushadama and you are a destroyer of your own relatives. Bandhuhan. So demon Jarasandha scolded Krishna, you are lowest of human beings and I shall not fight with you, for you are killed your own relatives. Yaha hoite anya purusha sakala adama. Because in front of Krishna, everybody is adama. That's why he is known as Purushottama. And he is, Purusha Adama means one who dominates other Purushas. That is indirect meaning. Sehaya Purushadama Saraswati Ramana. So Mother Saraswati takes Purushadama means Purushottama, to whom all men are subordinate. Bande Shabare Tate Avidya Bandhuhaya Avidya Nashaka Bandhuhan Shabdekaya. So, Bandhu means nescience or Maya. Bandhuhan means one who destroys Maya of the living entities. Because we are all bound up in Maya, Bandhuhan means one who removes this illusion of this cycle of birth and death. So, indirectly he is saying you killed your relatives, you liberated your relatives from this Maya. So, Saraswati says, Lord Krishna is the vanquisher of Maya. Eimata Shishupala Karila Nindana Seivakya Saraswati Karena Stavana. Even in the Rajasuya Yajna, Shishupala was chastising Krishna. Why only Krishna should be given that Agra Puja? So he was scolding Krishna literally. Again, Saraswati glorified Krishna there indirectly by accepting the same words. So in that way, Shastras are always there. You have to be very careful how do you understand them. Unless they come in the proper parampara system, we can get confused and we may think that it is actually defaming the Lord, but actually it was glorifying the Lord. So the next two verses, what does it mean? Esham Shriya Avaliptanam Krishnena Adamapita Atmanam Dunuta Srimada Stambam Pashun Nayata Sankshayam. So next instruction, what he told to the clouds, Samvartaka cloud, he was instructing them. Esham Shriya Avaliptanam. Because of the opulences. See, what was cowherdman's opulences? Cows, milk products. That was their opulences, Shriya. Avaliptanam. These people have become proud because of the opulences, because of Shriyaha, the Aishwarya, in the form of milk and milk products and these cows, they have become proud. Avaliptanam. And Krishnena Adamapita Atmanam. Because they are backed by Krishna, their arrogance is so high that they are defying my authority. Krishnena Adamapita Atmanam. Now, Dunuta Srimada Stambam. Go and remove all the pride which has caused because of their opulences. Remove that pride. Dunuta, immediately go there. Srimada Stambam. Remove that pride. And Pashun Nayata Sankshayam. Go and kill all the cows. So this was the instruction of Indra. Go and kill all the cows of these Gopas. Because they are thinking because of cows they are having opulences, they are becoming very proud. Kill their pride by killing their cows. This was the instruction. So Indra means due to this wealth, these cowherdmen are becoming mad with pride and their minds have been influenced by Krishna. Sri Radha Govinda. You should remove their pride and kill their cows. But what was the alternative meaning? It says, the cowherdmen are anointed with sandalwood pulp. Shriya Avalipta. Shriya, every day we apply chandan onto the face. Shriya Avalipta. Shriya means chandana. Avalipta means one who is anointed his face. Shriya Avalipta. And Dunuta means go immediately. For what purpose? To remove the heat in their bodies because this is summer. And in summer, we apply sandalwood pulp to cool our body. So you go immediately provide rain for them so that the heat in their body becomes automatically reduced. Go and make them peaceful, go and make them calm, go and make them happy from this heat of excessive summer. When Krishna leaves Govardhana, you should allow him to make a beautiful place, Samyak Kshayam, to stay. So the word Kshayam means residence as well as destruction. So when Krishna performs his pastime, let him make a place where all the cows will go and take shelter under that umbrella. So indirectly he is saying, let Krishna perform his glories and we be part of his glories. See, earlier he was scolding, but indirectly it is saying, let Krishna be glorified by his pastime, that he is lifter of this Govardhana hill, and we be part of this pastime so that Krishna becomes glorified by this. Then finally it says, Aham Chairavatam Nagam Aruhya Anuvraje Vrajam. Aham Cha Airavatam Nagam. I, along with my elephant, Airavata, Aruhya Anuvraje Vrajam. By climbing on to Anuvraja, we will follow up to Vraja, to Vrindavana. Marudganer Maha Veger. And I will be accompanied with Marudganaha. Very powerful, Maha Vegaihi. That powerful winds which accompany during the cyclone. Marudganaihi Maha Vegaha. Nanda Goshta Jigamshaya. We will go and destroy Nanda Goshta, the entire village of Nanda Maharaj. Along with their cows, we will go and destroy the entire area. But indirect meaning it says, I will also come behind you desiring to destroy the cowherd pastures of Nanda. The real meaning is, I am also coming desiring to see the cowherd pastures of Nanda. So Jigamsaya means to destroy also, to see also. He is saying, I will follow you with all my associates to see how Krishna performs his pastime. So one is indirect, one is blaspheming, the other is glorification. So we have to be understanding the mood and the literal perspective, then we can get into the details of these Shastric words. So there is one context here. When Krishna killed the demons, where does he take them? In entire Krishna Leela, he killed many demons. Most of them got only impersonal liberation. Only 3 people got beyond impersonal liberation. And all these 3 people are from one family. The first one to get liberated was Putana. And she was bestowed the position of nurse, Dhatri. And where she was promoted to? Goloka Vrindavana. Then the other 2 demons who got promoted to Vaikunta were Agasura and Bakasura, who were brothers of Putana. All the other demons were directly killed. But these 2 demons were killed when Krishna entered their body. How did Krishna kill Agasura? He entered into the body, he tear open the body and he came out. How did he kill Bakasura? He was swallowed by Bakasura. He went inside and he broke open the jaws. But the other demons Krishna killed directly because he entered into their bodies, he touched them, and because they were all related to Putana, they got Vaikuntha liberation. See how Krishna was merciful to one family, being demons. Just because sister did small seva, feeding him, her family got liberated. Then think, by doing us some small seva to the Lord through Prabhupada, our families won't get liberated. How Krishna is giving an opportunity for all of us. So most of the times we all see that Udata Bhakti Seva. There's a squirrel, did a small seva. And Lord Ramachandra became so happy. If you see a squirrel, you'll see a Nama here. What was that Nama? Lord Ramachandra, he patted them. When he patted them, it became a Nama, which carried till generations, you see. Some squirrel someday did tapasya to serve Lord Ramachandra. Even today, all squirrels are having that Nama. So how much blessing that squirrel dynasty got. See, Krishna sees that intention of small seva. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. A little endeavor itself. Squirrels only endeavored to serve when Hanuman and monkeys were throwing big, big stones. They were only carrying small pebbles. But Krishna was so grateful to them. So in that way, Krishna, one context place we see in Vrindavan, when Krishna was performing the Leela, so many monkeys were there. And he was feeding them personally with his hand. Who are all these monkeys? They were all the same monkeys who helped him in Ramayana, in war. Because he was a king, he could not take care of them. He should have, because they helped him so much, he did not give them any royal opulence, any feasting or support. They are all the same monkeys, they came back in Krishna's pastime, and Krishna gave away Vrindavan to them. Now loot and eat whatever you want. And he was personally feeding them also. See, little service, how Krishna became so happy. He blessed them. Even today they are looting Vrindavan. Anybody goes, spectacles, mobile phones, purse, what they will loot for? They will loot for fruity. Now they became intelligent. Earlier, they used to take one fruity and they used to throw away. Now what they do? They take the fruity and throw away the specs to some other monkey. The next monkey will take, like the 3-4 monkeys are looting simultaneously for one specs. So, in that way, see how to pursue this. The spiritual world, when they go, we all go to that Vaikunta. How does that Vaikunta or spiritual world looks like? So, Shastras have explained the visuality of this Vaikunta spiritual world. It says, this is in Hayashirsha Pancharatra. It glorifies, Jiva Goswami quotes this. Sthana tattvam ato vakshe prakrite param avyayam shuddhashattamayam Surya Chandra Koti Samaprabham. The nature of the spiritual world is Sthana Tattvam Ato Vakshe. Now I am going to explain that Sthana Tattva, the abode of that spiritual world, which is Prakrite Param, which is beyond this material world. Param Prakrite, and Avyayam, which is inexhaustible, eternal. Shuddha Sattvamayam, that world is made of full of Shuddha Sattva. Surya Chandra Koti Samaprabham, and the effulgence was like crores of suns and moons simultaneously arisen. That abode is Surya Chandra Koti Samaprabham. We see the same verse in Bhagavad Gita 15.6. Which is that verse? Where there is no sunlight, where is there no moonlight, where is no electricity. Yatad bhashete shuryo na shashanko na pavagaha. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramamama. That light, that abode where there is no sun, no moon, no electricity or no fire, but which is eternally effulgent. The same context. Next. Chintamani mayam sakshat sachidananda lakshanam. The nature of that abode is touchstone, Chintamani maya. Chintamani prakara sadmasur. Same Chintamani mayam. And it is Sachidananda lakshanam. What is the nature of that world? Sachitananda. The bodies are there made of Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sachidananda Mayam. Next. Adharam Sarva Bhutanam Sarva Pralaya Varjitam. Adharam Sarva Bhutanam. This is the basis, the spiritual world is the basis for all living entities. Adharam. And Sarva Pralaya Varjitam. There is no destruction in that world. Bhautika Prapancha, there is Pralaya every often. But Sarva Pralaya Varjitam. There is, Varjitam means completely free from all kinds of destruction there. There is no destruction there in that world. Dravya Tattvam Shunu Brahman Pravakshami Samasataha. Now understand the nature of these elements there. Incomplete I am going to explain, O Brahman. Sarva Bhoga Prada Yatra Pradapa Kalpa Padapa. O Brahma, I will explain to you about the Lord's paraphernalia. The Lord's abode has many Kalpavriksha trees. Kalpa Padapaha. Here, who are the sources of all pleasure. Sarva Bhoga Prada. Whatever you desire, they are presented by that Kalpavriksha. So that is the nature of that trees there. Bhavanti Tadrusha Valyas Tad Bhavam Chapi Tadrusham. In that abode there are also many vines which are like Kalpavriksha trees. Gandha Rupam Swadu Rupam Dravya Pushpadikam Chayat. And there are also many flowers and other things possessing sweet fragrance, sweet taste, and all like those of Kalpavriksha trees. Heyamshanam abhavakcha rasarupam bhaved dija Tvat bijam chaiva heyamsham katinamsham cha yad bhavet. The fruits have no fault there. They are filled with nectar. We see any fruit, there will be odd shape. Nothing will be clean. Either there will be some spot or something will be there. That fruits there are full of no faults at all, and they are full of nectar. And they are never hard. They neither have skin nor seed. It's only pulp. You take a mango there, no skin, directly you can eat. Like guava, you don't. So that is like, mango is like a guava, you need not peel it also. So for assistant pujaris it is easy, cut and easy to serve. For families also, every day we have to peel, we have to remove the seeds. So in the service of the Lord, all these anxieties are free. Take the fruit, simply chop it and offer to the Lord. Next. Sarvatad bhautikam vidhi nahi abhutamayam chatat rasasya yogato brahman bhautikam swadut bhavet. So please know that there is nothing made of matter there. It is all spirit. It is all sweet like nectar. Tasmat sadhyo raso brahman rasasyad vyapakah paraha rasavad bhautikam dravyam atrasyad rasa rupakam. In that nectar, in that world, nectar is everywhere. Everything is sweet like nectar and everything is nectar there. Vachyatvam vachakatvam cha devatan mantrayoriha abedenoshate brahmams tatva vidbir vicharitaha. The mantras glorifying the Lord are described in the following verse of Sri Hayashirsa Pancharatra. He says, O Brahman, those who know the truth declare that the Supreme Lord is not different from the mantras glorifying Him. And all the great personalities, O Brahma, as many as drops of spray are created when the wind touches the ocean waves. So many thousands of individual spirit souls are manifested from the Supreme Lord. Some of those souls have material bodies and some do not in this material world. So, but still the nature of this Vaikuntha world is so great that it is, everything is faultless there. Everything is nectar there. That Prabhupada explains now, every step is a dance there, every word is a song there. And because everything is pure there, everything is amruta, sweet, nectar. So, so what do devotees pray to the Lord? They say, Ya pitir avivekanam vishayeshu anupayini tvam anusmaratah same hrudayan napasarpatu. They are saying, O Lord, fools are attracted to the world of senses. Avivekanam means foolish persons. Vishayeshu anapayini. They are attracted by sensual attraction. But I am not like that. I always remember you. Tvam anusmarata same. Always I remember you. Always I try to remember you. Hrudayan na apasarpatu. And I pray that you will never leave my heart. So devotees want always to bind the Lord within their heart. Yuvitenam yata yuni yunam cha yuvato yata mano abhiramate tadvan mano abhiramatam tvayi. Just as minds of young girls take pleasure in young boys and young boys take pleasure in young girls, kindly allow my mind to take pleasure in you alone. This is what devotees always do. A natural attraction between opposite sex exists in this material world. Let that natural attraction be awakened within me towards you. This is what devotees always want. So we see in Krishna Leela there was one personality by name Sudama. Was he rich or poor? How much poor he was? So poor that he can't even maintain himself. What was the reason that he became so pure? So this was a story explained in Puranic perspective. When Sudama was along with Krishna and Balarama in the Gurukula of Sandipani Muni, so they used to go to forest to collect the firewood for the yajna. And one day, the wife of Sandipani Muni, understanding that today it might rain, she gave them chickpeas, roasted chickpeas in a cloth. And she said to Sudama, by chance if you get stuck up somewhere, Share this food equally so that you can be relieved of the hunger. So Sudama and all the boys went there, they collected the wood. When they started walking back, it started raining heavily. So they climbed to a top of a tree and they started taking shelter in the top of the tree. So Sudama was on the top branch and bottom branches were Krishna and Balaram. Because of waiting too much, Sudama became angry and he started taking away the chickpeas. So when you put a chickpeas, which are roasted chickpeas, means it will start making that sound, crack, crack, crack. When you eat a fry, when you eat a chakli, how it will make sound? It's like you are breaking something. So Krishna turned aside and he said, what are you eating? He said, I am not eating because of cold, my teeth are clenching. So Simon, he indirectly finished off all the chickpeas without sharing to Krishna and Balarama. After some time, Krishna was also feeling hungry and Balarama was also feeling hungry. Then they asked, what happened to the chickpeas given by Guru Mata? Then Sudama said, sorry, I felt hungry and ate off everything without giving to you. Because of that small offense. Because what did Guru Mata instruct? Share with everyone equally. Because he did not follow, he became so much deprived of his opulences. So much so that he had to go back to the same personality whom he has offended. He offended Krishna by not sharing the food, and to relieve that offense, he has to go back to Krishna and serve him with some small alpa seva of chipped rice, where Krishna blessed him with unlimited opulences. So the point is, sometimes in the service of the Lord, we become jealous and we don't follow the instructions. So we have to be very careful. The instructions of the Guru are very like life and soul. You have to be very accurate to details when we are trying to follow the instructions. So similarly, there was one more perspective. Sometimes people become confused when there are so many personalities, whom to worship? This is a common man's question. In every temple there will be 150, it's like a shopping complex where so many deities are placed. Different people go different places. Now, who is supreme? How to understand this? So in Satyayuga there was a king by name Shrutakirti who had a son by name Prajapala. So Prajapala, being king, one day he went to forest for hunting. So he came across the ashrama of Mahatapa. So this is a personality who was doing great austerity to satisfy Lord Vishnu. Without eating or drinking, he was in complete meditation. So after entering the ashrama, when he saw, the king saw that beautiful gardens, ponds filled with lotus flowers, the trees with fruits and flowers, the birds were singing melodiously, he forgot about his hunting mentality, because passionate things go for hunting. When he came there, he became so peaceful, so calm, so melodiously into the spiritual divine atmosphere. Then he went to this, in front of the sage, he offered obeisances and he started glorifying the sage. Even sage recognized the king, gave him a seat, made him sit. And he said, my dear sir, what is the reason that you have come here? He said, I have come to you to understand whom to worship. Bhakti should be conducted to whom? And how this bhakti should be performed. So then the sage Mahatapa started explaining. The question was, oh holy sage, what should be done by those who are merged into this ocean of material existence but wish to overcome them? Because king, he was so much entangled in day-to-day activities in this material world. How I can come out of this material entanglement? This was the question. The sage started explaining, one can cross the ocean of material existence only by the strong boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, of Lord Narayana. After boarding that boat, one should strap oneself with the ties of strong determination to follow in the footsteps of one's Guru. So once you are in the bhakti process, you should be very much adhering to the instructions of the Guru. And only those who worship Narayana can cross this ocean of cycle of birth and death. Then the king asked, how to worship Narayana in order to gain liberation? Then he started explaining a Vedic perspective. He said, Lord is the origin of all the Devatas, who are his parts and parcels in the universal form. If you see the second canto, the description of the universal form, where you see different demigods are the different limbs of the body of the Lord. So at the beginning of creation, Lord Maha Vishnu entered each and every universe as Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And he was sleeping on the Adishesha on the Garbhodaka water. From his navel, a lotus sprouted on the top, Brahma came. Within that navel, all the elements which are required for this material universe were stacked with planets, jivas and everything. Now Brahma had to arrange them accordingly. Then within that Virata Purusha, all the demigods have accepted the shelter. And these various personalities, when they started thinking, I am great, everybody thinking, I am supreme, everybody have to worship me. So first the personality who came out of this universal form was Agni was the first personality, because in sacrifice, the fire is the first thing which receives. So Agni said, out of his egoistic, sacrifice is meant for me. Meditate upon me, I am great. Even after the coming out of Agni came out of the body of that Virat Rupa, still that Virat Rupa was continuing. The next two personalities came out, the Ashwini Kumaras, who are like Prana and Apana, the Vayus which we inhale and exhale. They said, without Vayu, this body cannot maintain. They came out and said, everybody have to worship us. But still that universal form was continuing. Like that, various demigods, Ganapati, then Devi, then Maya, then Shiva, various personalities were coming, Yama, then there is Kubera, everybody were coming out, still that body was maintained. At the end, even when all the personalities came out, that universal form was maintained by the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Then they understood their position, that we are insignificant, even we are present or not present, this universe is maintained by the Lord. Understanding their mistake, they offered prayers to Lord Vishnu and they said, please forgive us and please give us an opportunity to be in your service. Then Lord instructed them, you are all my parts and parcels and you are been created for a specific purpose to execute in my mission. So keep doing your respective duties and keep thinking of always me, of my chanting of my holy name, then you will all be safe and secure in this material. So this is the instruction. Whatever has been given, follow the instruction and try to adhere to that details, what were to that instruction. In that way, Lord gave the instruction to all the devatas and being pleased with their prayers, Lord became satisfied. He said, give up your false ego, knowing yourself as part and parcel of my universal body, keep serving me in that mission of my execution of this material world. So in that way, see, understanding the Lord and understanding the mission of the Lord is one of the opportunity for all of us. Because Lord wanted to liberate all the living entities. Acharyas pick up that mission and they propagate this Krishna conscious perspective so that everybody can be liberated from this material world. So we should assist the Acharya in the mission of the Lord so that everybody can go back home, back to Godhead. So this is some instructions we get from these various personalities, Vedic stories. We'll stop here, we'll continue in the further verses. Any questions or doubts?